The Chicago Bears find a way to amaze yet again, and once again, it's in the disappointing category. Lions 31, Bears 26, and for those of you at home, if you're looking at this box score, or if you didn't watch the game and you're like, okay, Bears are competitive, 31-26, like that's pretty solid. Like, you know, you might have even signed up for that before kickoff. Pump the brakes. This was a colossal, I've had a few drinks, collapse by the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears just pissed down their leg yet again under Matt Eberflus. Justin Fields played well, he deserved better, and the team just fell apart. The Bears were up 26-14 with under 4.5 minutes to go. In fact, I'm going to look at the exact point. They took a 26-14 lead because I think it's critical to get the details right. They went up 26-14 with 4:15 to go. That means the Lions have to score a touchdown, get a stop, score a touchdown in under 4.5 minutes. And they did. And then they got a safety because the Bears got the ball back with 25 seconds left, and Darnell Wright got absolutely speed rushed by Aiden Hutchinson, strip sack safety ball game. The raw stats don't amaze you for Justin Fields, but I actually thought he played really well. Only took 1 sack, even though he was under pressure a decent amount. O-line did a decent job. 16-23, 169, a touchdown. Beautiful 39-yard touchdown pass to DJ Moore. I thought he just handled the game well. Took what was there, didn't force anything, and he was awesome on the ground. I mean, that 29-yard scramble on 3rd and I think 14 to extend a drive and what felt like kind of put the game away before the Bears kicked another field goal to go up 12. You felt like that play won the game because that took 2 more minutes off the clock. Got it down to 4:15 when you kicked that field goal. Justin Fields deserved better than what he got today. Now, Justin Fields has been inconsistent. We know that. But a game like this is the type of game where you're like, when everybody says, oh, it's coaching, it's not Fields, and the other argument, it's Fields, not coaching, this will make you really be like, it really is the coaching. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Luke Getsy, Matt Eberflus? You give the ball back with 4:15 left, and you let the Lions go 75 yards in a minute 16. They went 75 yards in a minute 16 to cut it to 26-21 with 2:59 left. That is horrific by Matt Eberflus defensively. Just straight down the field, no resistance whatsoever. Then, guess what Luke Getsy does? Who actually called a decent game, but you can't trust him when it counts most. 1st and 10, straight handoff. You're like, okay, let's make him use a timeout. Maybe we bust one for 4 or 5. No gain. 2nd and 10, you're like, okay, they still have 2 timeouts, 2:55 left. This is obvious pass. Not only did they not pass it, they didn't even do a zone read, which they ran a lot today. Straight give again, just straight handoff, no decision at all for Justin Fields. 3rd and 10. You're asking him to save the day now, bail you out. Fields buys time, launches a deep ball to Tyler Scott, who has a step. Guess what Tyler Scott does midway through his route? He looks up to try and figure out where the ball is and just stops running, and then he started again because he realized the ball was out in front, can't get to it. If he runs through that ball, it might be a 75-yard touchdown. He dove for it, and the ball was about 1.5 feet out in front with a clear hesitation on the route. What are you doing? First of all, what is Luke Getsy doing? Begging your quarterback to save you on 3rd and 10. Terrible, I don't want to use a certain word, weak coaching. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, Fields actually does deliver a good ball, and your rookie, who is getting snaps over Velus Jones because he's a loser as well, doesn't track the ball properly, stops running the route, incomplete. You burn 17 total seconds and have to punt it back to Detroit. It was so obvious what was going to happen next. Detroit, straight down the field, touchdown with less than 30 seconds left. You lose. You get the ball back with 25 seconds left. 3-step drop. Darnell Wright beat on a speed rush. Pocket collapses. Strip sack, fumble, safety out of the end zone. Game over. I mean, it's the same fucking thing every fucking time. So I ask you, is it time to finally fire Matt Eberflus? And Luke Getsy as well, by the way. Type Y for yes, it is. It's so obvious. Type N for no, it's not time. How can you think it's not fucking time after watching that? I have more reasons why you have to fire Matt Eberflus in just a moment. Y for yes, N for no. Do want to talk about America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit on today's postgame show. That is Factor. The holidays are here, and finding time to prepare a bunch of meals is kind of tricky sometimes. So that's where Factor comes into play, as their chefs prepare you some delicious and healthy meals that you can have throughout the week, delivered straight to your doorstep. It only takes you a couple of minutes to get those meals ready to go on your end, and you are eating delicious food. If you're looking for calorie-conscious options over the holidays that also take delicious, try our dietitian-approved Calorie Smart meals with or around less than 550 calories per serving. Maybe you need an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel your best during the holidays. Try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Factor has it all. Rolly and I love eating meals from Factor. They're delicious, they're convenient, they're healthy. Factormeals.com/BearsChat50. That code BearsChat50 at factormeals.com/BearsChat50. Gonna get you 50% off. Check the link in the comments and in the description. It's Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. More reasons why you have to fire Matt Eberflus. Let's just look at some numbers. I'm just going to verbalize these here. Okay? Turnovers. That's a pretty important category, right? Bears defense gets 4. 1 on special teams, 3 on defense. Sweet. You only give it up once. So +3 in the turnover. I would love to know historically, teams that go +3 in a game turnover-wise, what their win percentage is. It's got to be 95% plus. That's how you win in the NFL, turnover battle. Well, not the Bears. They're in that 5%. Number 2, time of possession. I know some people think it's an overrated stat, but when you win the turnover battle 4-1 and you have the ball for 40 minutes and 24 seconds compared to 1936 for Detroit, that's like a million times out of a million you win. There's no way you lose. The Bears always find a way, though. So my point is, Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, go above Ryan Poles. Kevin Warren, I'm looking at you. How can you possibly watch this game and think you're ever going to win with this head coach? The team played well today. They scored 26 points. They got 4 takeaways, only gave it away once. You averaged almost 5 yards per play, and that number went down throughout the game because you're so obviously running it late, and you still lost. You can't let this continue. Don't wait till the end of the season. Here's what I would do. I would fire Matt Eberflus tonight, Luke Getsy tonight. I am letting Andrew Janocko, the quarterback's coach, call the plays the rest of the season. John Hoke is my interim head coach, and I'm playing out the string. You cannot stand by this any longer. You just cannot. It is so obvious you're never going to win with this coach. You're never going to win with Flus and Getsy. It's not going to work. I don't take Justin out of the conversation. I don't care if he's back. I don't care if you get a new quarterback. It will not work with Flus and Getsy. You can take that to the fucking bank. It is not going to work. And I bet they won't do it, though. They don't have the balls. Buffalo, a Super Bowl title caliber team, is firing their OC midseason, but the Bears can't do it. They can't fire Luke Getsy. They can't fire Matt Eberflus. The Raiders fired their head coach and have won 2 in a row since. I don't know if they won today. Looks like they lost close, but they played the Dolphins to a touchdown on the road. They fired their coach midseason looking for a turnaround. Why can't you fire Matt Eberflus? Everyone's like, well, who's going to take over? Who's going to call plays for Getsy? I don't give a fuck. Somebody can do it. I will volunteer to do it for free. Me and Rolly will call plays for the rest of the season. Who cares if we go 0-6, higher draft pick? It does not matter. It cannot be Matt Eberflus. It cannot be Luke Getsy. They seem like nice guys. They seem like good people. It's the Velus Jones conversation. It doesn't matter if you're a good dude. Are you good or are you bad? They're bad. They're bad. And I feel for Justin Fields. And yes, he deserves blame for how things have gone in his 3 seasons. But the ineptitude of this franchise feels like so much to overcome for any quarterback here. So much to overcome. Like, fix it. Try something new. You cannot continue. Yeah, Richard Hightower, he can be the interim head coach. Great. I like it when Richard Hightower talks. Special teams coordinator. He sounds like a professional. He came from the 49ers. Like, it has to end. It has to end. You cannot watch what just happened. Like, How can you wake up tomorrow if you're Kevin Warren and be like, yep, Matt Eberflus is my head coach? Fuck that. Send him to the sun. Hey, Matt, we appreciate your service. You're not getting it done. Here's your buyout. It's that easy, man. The Bears are a top 7 most valuable franchise per Forbes. They got the money. Get them the fuck out. Get Luke Getsy the fuck out. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. One thing I tell you for sure, this team loses a lot, but I'm going to give you authentic takeaways every single day. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Hit that sub button. I would say sub for Bears Dubs, but they don't win. So join the movement here on the channel. A couple of final thoughts before we get out of here. Someone made an interesting point. Matt Eberflus is Ryan Poles' guy. He's not willing to fire Flus. Well, Kevin Warren, fire Ryan Poles too. I like Ryan Poles, but if that's what it takes to get Flus out, I'm in. Like running this back is just moronic. It's just moronic. It's a shame, man. I thought Justin played well. DJ Moore had a pretty big game. You get 4 takeaways. I got to mention this, though. Jalen Johnson dropped a critical pick 6 that would have gone 100 yards the other way, and the Lions scored on the next play. If that happens, it probably doesn't even come down to this, but at some point, though, you got to find a way in a tight situation to win. And the Bears are incapable of doing it. I mean, it's just so obvious. It's over and 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 over again. Insanity, the definition. Keep doing the same shit, expecting different results. The results are always the same. It's heartbreaking. You lose. The head coach is going to go up on the podium. We feel like we're close. We feel like we did good shit. You fucking lost, bro. You're 0-9 in the division. You still have not won a game or back-to-back games as a head coach. You've had 28 chances to do so. It's got to end. Bear down.